Hi, hello, it's Troy-Nicole, and today we're going to be talking about seasonal spread ideas. Basically, I did all the work so you don't have to research it. Or maybe you just want to research it, which is fine too, but you have a place to come back to see examples, all types of themes, and things you can do for the different seasons. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. So most of these were kind of interchangeable with each other. I was going to do one video for summer, winter, spring, fall, but then I realized that most of these can literally be used for all of the seasons. So this will just be a seasonal spread idea. So the first spread idea you could do is a bucket list. Now, this one doesn't have to be as, I think, difficult as some people tend to make it, where a lot of people look at a bucket list like all the things I want to do before I die. You don't need to do it like that. It can be minuscule stuff. Maybe in the summer, you really want to throw a barbecue, or you really want to throw a 4th of July party. Or maybe in the fall, you really want to try a bunch of different coffee shops and rate them all so you can find out your top 5. Maybe in the spring you want to plant flowers. I don't know. Whatever the case may be, it can be very small things or it can be very big things, but don't make it seem harder than it has to be, because my summer bucket list, one of the things that was on there was that I was going to try one new recipe, and I have tried maybe 3 or 4 already. So it doesn't have to be big. It just has to give you the feel of that season you're in. And what I love about this one is that you don't necessarily have to do decoration, stickers, and stuff like that. I'll show you. One of my bucket lists this year was that I wanted to go to the beach because I have not gone in 3 years. So when my mom brought me my nephew to watch for the summer, I told her I wanted to go to the beach, and we did. So I made a short little spread about going to the beach, where one did have quite a few pictures, and then the next page where I talked a little bit more was just one single sticker. So you can do that either way. You can do it where it's a lot of decoration or a little bit of decoration. The other day I did one with a lot more decoration in my A5, if I can find it. Here it is. So it's the same thing, but I just did a lot more decoration in this one, but it's the same event, same day. I just wanted to talk about it in a more creative way. Number 2 is your most anticipated events. Now, this one is more so for things you kind of already get the sense that you know you're going to do. So, for example, I used to go to Freedom Over Texas with my family, or we would just go downtown and watch the fireworks for 4th of July. So, that was something I knew I was going to do. So, maybe you can write a whole page on your most anticipated events this year. That way, when we get to the next one, you can recap on it. And by the next one, I mean the next spread idea. And this could also be maybe summer releases. So maybe there's a movie you really want to see, like Fantastic Four came out this summer, or Wicked for Good is coming out in the fall, I think. So maybe you want to go see Wicked for Good. Next year, I think the new Spider-Man's coming out. So it could be movies, books, television shows, like The Summer I Turned Pretty came out, and that has been taking over my whole life, my whole For You page. So anything that you're anticipating, it doesn't have to be big, it can be very small. Anything you're anticipating coming out, you can make a spread about it. Now, I'm not sure if I find any examples online for this one, because I kind of came up with this one at the top of my head, but I know this one is really popular in the book community. So you're probably on my screen seeing a lot of book releases, which is very popular, but you can do this for anything. So number 3 is weekly or monthly recaps. Like I said in the previous one, I was talking about recapping, and this one is great for you to kind of recap all of the fun things you did in whatever season you're in. So maybe a recap is you really wanted to go, I don't know, ice skating for the winter. Maybe you went ice skating and you can recap your ice skating adventure. Like maybe you wanted to go ice skating, right? So you recap that week. You recap all of the things that you did on your bucket list, your anticipated events. So maybe you did ice skating, you made s'mores, you did a new recipe for hot chocolate, I don't know. And then you can either weekly recap it or monthly recap it. Now, for me, I rather monthly recap because I feel like it's a bit easier for me to think about things when it's a longer time span. But I know a lot of people do like weekly recaps. So that kind of just depends on you and how much you do in a week. For me, I'm not doing that much stuff in a week, so it's easier to do a month. In that month, I probably did maybe 3 or 4 things, but in a week, I probably did one. So that Just depends on you and your schedule. The next one is bingo cards. I love bingo cards because you can make them any way you want to. I do bingo cards for my reading, for movies, for my year. I have a whole bingo set for each month. So each month I have a new bingo card of what I want to do that month. But you can do this seasonally. Maybe you do a fall one and the fall one has a bingo card of make hot chocolate, snow on Christmas, snow on New Year's Eve. Maybe it's watch the ball drop or buy a new coat for the winter. Maybe for the summer, it's camping and going swimming in a pool, going to the beach, going to like an outdoor mall and shopping, stuff like that. I feel like this can also help your bucket list. It can kind of coincide. Like maybe you make a spread for the bucket list, and on that bucket list, you put it in a bingo card, because I feel like sometimes this can really help people succeed on their bucket list. Like when you have a little bingo card and you want to get bingo, I just think it's so cute. Now, the next one is self-explanatory, and it's something that I do a lot, which is a vision board, and I'll show you mine in here. I did a vision board for, I think, June. Let me see. And this one's just self-explanatory. It's a vision board for the season. Now, this is the one I did for June right here. It's very simple. Just the things I wanted to get done, things I wanted to do. I think it's very cute, very simple. I love vision boards because I just think it gives you an overview of everything. And who does not love a collage? Come on. Number 7 is a playlist. Listen, music has a way of feeling like fall. Like, come on. There's literally a song that goes, "We fell in love in October. That's why I love fall." Like, there are just songs that feel like summer, feel like spring, winter, fall, whatever. For example, if you listen to the Gilmore Girls soundtrack, it's going to give you fall vibes, even though Gilmore Girls is all seasons. Like there's every season of the world in Gilmore Girls, but everyone agrees that it's a fall show. Over the Garden Wall, fall. The Summer and Turned Pretty, summer. Grease, summer. You know what I mean? It's a Wonderful Life, winter. You get what I mean. And when I say playlist, I don't just mean music. I mean any type of media. Books, music, movies, TV shows, anything. If Grey's Anatomy comes back on in September and that's the start of the fall season, put it down for your fall playlist. It can really be anything. And the best part about it is songs can feel like summer to you and not to somebody else. You know, a song feels like summer to me, even though I don't think it's a summer song. Hey Brother, it came out when I was, I want to say, in high school, and it was around summertime, I believe, that it got really popular. So I put that song with the summer, and there's nothing really summery about it. So there's another one. Number 8 is collages. This is another self-explanatory one. I just love collages, and I feel like when you're in a rut, especially a journal rut, where you want to be creative but you don't know how to do anything, you can always print photos, whether it's on your printer, at FedEx, Kinko's, whatever it's called these days, with your HP Sprocket, your Instax, whatever printer you have. Because I feel like people ignore this, or they'll just conflate it with the vision board. And I mean, I feel like the difference is a vision board, you want to accomplish those things, but a collage can just be you having fun. It could just be you making, I don't know, maybe a collage for spring fashion or something. I love collages. I do them all the time. Sometimes I'll make collages of music I really like, books I really like. It could be places you want to go that season, things you want to do that season. Or it could just be the aesthetic of the season. You know how you get on Pinterest and if you type in, I don't know, summer aesthetic or summer core, it'll give you all these collages of the summer. Maybe that can just be your mood board. You know, you want a collage for your fall mood board, your summer mood board, spring, winter mood board. I love this. Maybe that's why I put that on here, but I think this is a good idea. Another one you can do is current favorites, and you can kind of list them out. So maybe your current favorites are your favorite recipes for the summer, your favorite music for the summer, and you kind of put them in categories like that. It could also be food, makeup, clothes, any types of shoes, anything you want, and you can categorize them and list them and make the spread all cute. Again, or you can, make it just a list or just, writing, which is fine too. Either way, I like doing this because it's very, I don't know, it's a little type A, but I'm type A a little bit. So that's why I love this one. You could also do movies, drinks, dessert, all types of categories that you tried out for that season and that you really like. So for example, if in the spring you decide, to go on a matcha run and you want to try like 10 restaurants that sell matcha, then you can put in your spread the top 5 places, the matcha orders you got, what made them different, stuff like that. The next one is seasonal essentials. You know how people will do those little cute infographics where it's fall essentials, summer essentials, spring essentials, and they'll put like earmuffs or headphones, yoga pants, a big comfy sweater, a knitted scarf, a crocheted scarf, stuff like that. I love those. I think those are so cute. And it's personalized. For example, my winter essentials would not be an earmuff or a North Face jacket because where am I wearing that? I live in Houston. Unless I go see my mom on the East Coast, I will not need any of those things. So it's very personal, which I personally really love. This is one I really enjoy too, which is your favorite month or holiday within that season. So for example, my favorite month, even though I'm born in September, is October. I love October. I love the feeling of Halloween. Nothing will ever come close to that for me, even though I love my birthday and everything. But October comes and I'm like, this is the best burr month out of all of the burr months. You can't lie to me and tell me it's not, at least for me, which you have to know my favorite holiday is Halloween. But maybe for you, your favorite month of your favorite season is June. And I don't know if there's a holiday in that, but you can, instead of doing a holiday, just do the month. Do a whole spread on the month of June, why you love June, what it feels like, what the atmosphere is like, what you like to do in that time, so on and so forth. The next one is your favorite seasonal recipes. Much like music and media, I feel like recipes can really be centered around specific times. For instance, maybe you're a pumpkin spice girly. I'm not. I don't really like pumpkin spice lattes. I thought I would when I went to go try it for the first time years ago, and I hated it. So there's that. But you get what I'm saying. Like, there are some recipes that are just very specific to a season. Maybe you want to make a refresher for the summer, or you want to try a pie for the spring. Maybe you want to try a new bread recipe for the winter. This is just a good way to compile recipes as well. So if you're not a baker or you're not a chef, maybe you're really not much of a cook, which is totally fine, because I, for one, like baking, but I hate cooking. I will bake to my heart's content, but cooking like savory food is not fun for me. But I feel like this is a good way to kind of compile recipes if it's something you like to do. I love compiling recipes, especially recipes for my family. Like gumbo for me, I could eat gumbo all year round, but in my family, we really only make it on holidays in the fall and winter. So in my brain, even though you can have gumbo any time of the year, because my family normally makes it in the fall and winter, that's typically where I put it. So you can make spreads all about that. Maybe your favorite recipe for the winter is you make some type of Christmas cookies or Christmas cake, and you can compile that, make a whole spread about that. I love this. And you can also transfer these things to a cookbook, which is really cool too. Next up is a seasonal wish list. So things that you may want to purchase, you may want as a gift, you hope to, get money for. I like to do this personally because I never know what to tell people to get me for my birthday, for Christmas, for any holiday really. When people ask me what I want for my birthday, I'm always stuck as if I don't have thousands of things I could buy right now if I had the money to. So I like to do wish lists for the seasons. For example, I have a buying problem for Halloween stuff. So having a little wish list for the Halloween season, the Christmas season, honestly, any of the holidays, because I will go crazy for holiday decor, is really nice and really fun. And it's a great way to be able to tell people when they ask you, what do you want for a holiday? You can just like go to this little wish list and be like, oh, I was really looking forward to this book release. I saw this necklace at TJ Maxx. I saw this purse at, I don't know, what's a purse store? The Gucci store? I don't know. I go to TJ Maxx and buy purses, and that's it. So I have no idea. And the last one I will talk about is a seasonal OST original soundtrack. So technically, I already talked about a playlist, but for me, this is a little bit different. This comes towards the end of the season, and you compile your OST that you actually played. So maybe you did your playlist and you said, you know what, this is the summer music that I plan to listen to. By the end of each season, when I go to my own repeat on Spotify, I have a list of songs that I actually listen to, and that becomes my original soundtrack. For example, right now, the most played song on my Spotify on repeat is literally just No One by Ali and AJ. Why? I have no idea. I rediscovered it and it has been playing nonstop. So right now that's at the top of my summer playlist. And then right under it is Megan Thee Stallion. After them, it's GOT7. Then it's BTS. Then it's a theme song to one of the BLs I watched. And that became my OST because none of those things are particularly summer feeling, but it was my original soundtrack. It was my summer playlist. But I said OST for this one because it just sounded cooler. Like it's my original soundtrack. You know what I mean? So I hope you enjoyed. I hope there was like a balance of things that are very common to do and uncommon. I wanted things to be common. That way, when I looked on Pinterest, I had examples to show you while also having uncommon ones for you to just kind of do whatever you want with it because there are things that probably I haven't done either. Like I've never done the bingo, at least not for the seasons. I've never done the OST one. I've never done essentials. So these are things that I've never done either. So I was giving myself new material, which was really great. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, go check out some of my other videos, and I will see you guys in the next one. So until next time, peace out, Girl Scouts.
'Cause I really hate you. 'Cause you made me so blue. And I promise to God